What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. LA Mamba. It is August 27, 2023. And here to talk to you about the tire shop business. And here we go. So today's Sunday. It is 8 o'clock a.m. And great time to make a video when everything's more quieter and the weather's better. And my energy is up compared to at the end of the shop when we're already burned out from doing tires all day. Little bit about yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. Saturdays are one of the busiest days of the week. We had seven in total working at the tire shop. I was one of them, and but I wasn't here all day. I was here for like 2 hours or something like that. And my manager came, but my manager don't mount tires, right? It was very good. The tire shop did very good without me, with these new racks, the new layout, putting in work, profitable sales, team getting a lot of tires done quickly, getting cars out. I can't ask for more. It was such a great day. Even though I wasn't here, I was up with my family. Daughter's birthday. Pretty much spent them all day with them. It was a fucking machine. The tire shop did its job. It fucking performed, and very happy with the results. I'll just walk you through the little mess they made. They didn't make much of a mess, but we like to keep it clean, and it's a normal thing. Whenever you got time, just clean it up. As in the tires on the floor, that's the mess right there. Again, it happened yesterday. If you saw my last video about these racks, it was they look for the 245, 45, 20s in here, and they cannot find them. I don't know if they found one or none, but we used to have them here in this section, right? And these are now all the 17s down there. So they call me, hey, where if we have any more 245, 45 20s. And I was like, yeah. In the new racks that we got in the middle row, pretty much I told them this section. I explained to them this section right here, which is the middle row, right? Look in there. Pretty sure we got them in there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, cool. So pretty much it's like, imagine you're the worker and you're like, oh shoot, digging through all these tires and I didn't find them, and the customer's out there. And then you have a whole nother section of tires to look through when it comes to, I call it the low pro section, the low pro 20s section. And then you go look through the other low pro 20 section, and then you find them. You make a mess. Boom, 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 boom. But you get the tires from there, and then you're happy you found the tires, and you go install them and sell them to the customer, right? That's a beautiful feeling. It's like you have a section of tires, but you can't find them, and it's like, I wish I had more tires to look through. And then there is, and like, oh shit, you can go look into the whole other section of the low pro 20 section, and you're able to find your tires. It's a beautiful thing, man. These racks put in massive amount of work. I can't explain to you how much I love them. And that's actually the topic I wanted to get into today. Is when I was growing my business in the beginning stages, the early stages, what would I tell my younger self if I could go back in time? You know, that's always a cool topic, right? And yeah, there's always things you can tell yourself, things that you know now that you didn't know back then. But I was just saying, well, what, like, let's say 5 year in, like my 5th year, right, doing the business, what would I tell myself then? So if I was back then, I was doing the calculations. I always start, like, when I calculate my time, it was like, okay, I started working at 18, so that would put me at age 23. What would I tell myself at age 23? Even though I've been working here as a kid, by the way. I started learning mounting tires at age 13. And even before age 13, I was working here at the shop. I was organizing and patching, but I really started mounting and balancing at age 13. So by the time I was age 18, I was already 5 years deep. I was already like an expert at tires. I was already a beast. But I'm gonna count age 18, right? Age 18 when we're out of high school and you become an adult. So we start then. So that means 5 years after, that's age 23. So if I could go back in time and look at myself at age 23 and tell myself, you know, what would I do differently? Do this instead of doing that. So I'll just explain to you what I was doing at age 23. Age 23, you know how you're young at night, you go partying, and so I would wake up. I'm sorry, I would still the same time. I haven't changed the time actually, ladies and gentlemen. I still open at 9 o'clock on Sundays because of that reason. You know, you want things to always work, like, without like putting you in like a strain, like beating yourself up, because you gotta think long term. Yeah, you can work probably a few years like that, waking up early and all that, but in reality, you wanna be able to do something over and over and over for years. And which will happen is that, you know, wake up late the next day on a Sunday, 1 hour later, it's a perfect time to be here at the shop for me and open, because Saturday nights, you know, you always go out and stuff. So I remember always coming in on Sundays. I mean, during the week too, but you know, when I open, I'll get the guys in, and then go and leave to get my breakfast, and then come back, eat, and then put in that work. Because normally about 10 o'clock is when business starts getting really busy here on Sundays, and it's still true today. So if I want to leave right now at night, eat before 10 o'clock, I can do that today too if I want to. But I don't know. We'll see about that. But that was my normal on a Sunday, and then Sunday from like 10 to like, we close at 2, all busy. And then after 2 on Sunday, again, back to like having fun with friends, going all over the place. You know, in SoCal, there's so many things, so many people, so many places to do and all that. It's already, you know how it is out here. It's freaking crazy out here, you know? But the point is, like, when it comes to the work, it was all work from like 10 to like 2, like non-stop mounting, balancing pretty much, right? Which was very profitable. You know, you made good amount of money. And back then my mindset was it was all about the money. You know what I mean? It was all about how much I can save, how much I can reinvest to buy more tires. Whatever it is, buy new tires, or use ones. My cars, I loved cars back then with a mad passion. So money for car parts, it's very expensive, by the way, car parts, no joke. And that was my life back then. So it was pretty much during the week, come in, prepare tires, post them online and sell them. It was, it was very, very good. It was nonstop. Even back then was, for me, it was nonstop work. Either way, from when I came in and left, it was just nonstop work. When it comes for me doing things, and so yeah, my mindset was, if I work really hard, make a lot of money for that day, then I have a lot of money to save, a lot of money to reinvest, and a lot of money for car parts, right? Which is fine, and it worked great, and it was non-stop work, and it was just a beautiful thing. But it was also, if you know the tire shop business, very consistent. So if it was very consistent then, very consistent now, then that means you have very consistent income. Then you can make that very consistent income a lot bigger also, or just bigger, period. It doesn't have to be a lot bigger. So what I would have done, if I would tell myself what would I change, is I would start focusing on building more of my inventory with the space I had. So back then I had pretty much these. The shop was all filled with these. I don't know if you've seen my early videos. If you started watching my first ones, it was all like these right here. So these look like they fit a lot of tires because they're standing up like this. So it's impressive by whoever looks at them, and it looks cool. And it always goes so high, right? But I mean, it gets the job done. But and you're like, oh, that's all you have, and my mind couldn't look past that. Like my mind couldn't look past that. So it was just, that was it. I fully maximized the spot. It was all packed with those racks, but I again, that's something you learn with time. Is like, if you're willing to give up these racks and exchange them for these, then that would be a massive difference in space. And again, I know the last 4 videos are talking about the racks, but that's how important space is for the tire shop business. And if you have a tire shop and look around your shop, it's like, I wish I had more space to put more tires, right? And that's exactly the same thing for me. And growing up, year 5, let's just say year 5, age 23, I would go and back and say, cut these racks up, get rid of them, even if you have to pay to get rid of somebody to take them. But metal people, you don't gotta pay, they take it for free. They like metal, right? They sell it. So get rid of them and start building these racks. Start looking for these. Go search for them. Again, back then I didn't know where they sell them. I had no idea about these racks back then. Go online and look for these racks. Search for them. Maybe ask people. And it's funny because like when I started even thinking about these racks, like, I don't know, probably it wasn't even that long, ladies and gentlemen. I probably got these racks, I don't know, man, it's like a few years, not that long, 5 years or so, I'm not sure. It hasn't been that long that I have these racks. The other like burned out from the sun. But pretty much I found somebody who had these at a business, and this guy sold them to me. So these were used racks. And that's when I kind of started thinking, and then it just came, like you think about it and then it shows up. And yeah, I bought them and I used them, and I was like, shit, these fit way more. And then that's when it started clicking. Little spots that I started adding them. Little spots, and then you just get the ball rolling. Just like a bunch of racks everywhere now. But I would tell myself invest in the tire shop more, and again, because like at the time making money, putting it into your bank account, it looks beautiful in the bank account. Oh yeah, it's growing. I'm saving more. I have a goal of saving so much money, right? I just say whatever it is. I'm heading in the right direction. Yeah, it's true. But if I would have invested my money in these way sooner, I would have saved way faster. And yeah, it would take, let's say, like a year of like buying racks and filling the used tires, because it's very expensive, and at the time you delay gratification, which is it is about delaying gratification, because you know how we want things fast, but if you delay, you would get things bigger and better than what you even planned before, originally. So if I would have started sooner with this, what I'm trying to tell you is my income would have been way faster, and it would have been a different business too, because my business back then was a lot about selling online. It was me hustling hard. So I was like the hustler. You know, I would go at night, go buy rims, go everywhere all over SoCal, go to the beach, go to the freaking everywhere, man. It was really awesome. That's how I learned the like SoCal, how the whole thing is, because I drove everywhere to pick up rims. So that's how I like learned new places here in SoCal, which was awesome. I loved it, and it's like beautiful thing. Like you leave work, and then you go head out. You save money. You have money in your pocket, and then you go buy these rims. And then these rims, you mount some of the tires the next day. You fix them all up, and then you post them the next day for sale. And people want a finished product, tires and wheels, right? That was my hustle back then. But if I would have done this instead, if I would have built a business, then that means, instead of like hustling so hard, then that means I would have had more customers coming in to me sooner. And there's no limit when it comes to like how many people can come into you. There's just no limit. It's just like it builds up and it builds up and it builds up, and it's just like massive amount of people will come to you instead of you chasing them like on the internet. Here's buy my tires and wheels. With the bigger profit, yes, you make more on that, but it's slower. You get less customers, number one, and number two, you get no referrals. So somebody comes buy some rims and tires from you, they're happy, they love it, they might leave you a good review on Yelp or whatever, but they're not coming back because that's all they wanted from you, you know. And then they came from all far. They said they came from Long Beach, and I'm like an hour away. They're not gonna come back for anything. They're just gonna be going to a tire shop nearby over there. But if you build a business like this one, and you just sell tires, and those customers refer you more, and then those customers refer you more, then that's how you build the business. Then you open your doors, and it's like customers coming here in, leaving, coming more in, they leave. And so with these racks, it allows you to build a business actually, than just hustling hard. I was just, I had a good stuff back then too. It was awesome stuff, but and yeah, those customers coming in on a smaller scale, and we're buying, and they were buying and coming back here and there, which was great, but it wasn't like I do things now. Just an example, like if I have a set of 4 good tires and it's a hot size, I don't know, let's just say it's 235, 75, 15, right? And you have that 235, 75, 15 set of 4 used, and they're good tread life. And back then, if a customer will come in and they needed that size, but I didn't have nothing in that size, they only need 2 of them, but I only had those, then I would tell them, well, I have a set of 4. I gotta sell them a set of 4. But the customer already has 2 good ones on the back of his truck, that you say, right? And he only needs 2. Then I will say, well, hey, well, if you want to buy these, you know, you can take the 2 and we mount the other ones and balance them. You save the other ones, you know. If not, we can't sell you 2 because I got a set of 4, right? And the mindset is, well, you know, because like you make more money like if you sell a set of 4 and it's, you know, then you sell like 1, 2 at a time. And so that goes with like a lot of sets, right? So then they would have to leave and they wouldn't buy them until I sell the set of 4 to a customer, right? Or online, I'll put them online and I'll get even more money online than I would get here, right? But it's not a mistake because you're still selling and you're still making more, and you're making more. But the thing is that you don't have a returning customer. You don't have that customer giving you referrals. So what I would have done differently back then was, if they need 2, sell them 2, and then someone else is gonna come 2 and sell them 2, just like I do now. Hell, even if I have a set of 4 of those and someone comes and needs 1, I'll still sell them the 1 because I know how valuable that is. And then and by the way, they're gonna still sell anyways. The hot sizes, right? That's why I said hot size. So then if someone's gonna come out get another one, you got 2 left, and then you sell 2 at the same time, and then you're all gone with the tires. Then those customers around here are gonna be referring more customers around here, and then they come. So, so that's what I would have changed. I would have figured it out sooner. Is stop hustling so hard, and start building a business instead. But it really all starts with racks like these, because you're gonna need more inventory to fill that demand. So I would have not saved as hard for let's say 1 year, a period of 1 year, and be cutting up, be buying racks, filling them, and process over and over for the year, and it's be broke for the year. But you know, a year is gonna pass by, you know, from age 25 to age 26, and I would have had, let's say, I don't know, 1 row of these, right? And some in the back, but we have way more tires that fit now. And I would continue the next year with doing the next rows, and invest more money in there and continue the process, because that even when I started doing these, it took me years to get to this amount of racks. I'll take you this way, you can check out these over here and figure out the layout too. See how this back row is all the way to I mean, you can't even tell, but it goes all the way to the back of the property. I'll walk it now, but you know, I would have done this way sooner. If I would go back to talk to myself, hey, this is what I would do. So talking to you guys now, that's what I would, there it goes. I would recommend is start figuring out, for me is these racks. And for you, I don't know what's gonna work with how you're gonna fit more tires in your tire shop. If you're really serious about building a business consistently, selling every single day, big income every single day, compared to you know, what you're used to, because it's very consistent, right? The tire shop business is very consistent, so it would be a consistently big income instead of you know, just a really good amount, hustler's income, right? And that's what I would change. That would be my talk to you guys today. Is these racks is again those racks again, right? But it does more than what you just think. So yeah, if again, see how they're just straight and they look nice and they look like they're a lot, and these are sideways like these, so it doesn't look like a lot, but it way more fit. And And it doesn't seem like it, but there's a lot more that meets the eye when it comes to you looking at tires that are like this compared to like looking at tires that are like this. These look like more full. They look like there's more tires, but in reality, there's no competition. There's like massive amount of tires that fit in there, and that's what you want. It's just like a lot of tires, you know, a lot of like inventory. So like when a lot of customers come, you can meet the demand. So I always like to say, like, if you build it, they will come. You know, if you build it, the customers will come. And this is super true with a tire shop business. So, you know, it's on you if you want to like up your game, but that's what it looks like. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Mamba out.